There you go. There you go. Let's get ready to rumble. What up, Donnie?
Let me make sure I got my. It ain't no crazy echo, is it?
No, you're good. You're good. I'm proud of you, man. I salute you. You showed up for the fade, and it ain't even gonna be that. But I want to hear what you had to say. You said I was running from him. What subject was I running from? So
No,
what was I running from?
Because I thought, like, again, I'm not taking no sides or anything like that. I just thought, I thought the brother was, I don't know him from a can of paint, for the record,
right?
And I thought he was saying some good stuff, but you kind of, to me, you started playing these word games, like asking him to define simple things, Cam.
Like what? Give me an example.
I don't remember the examples. I can't take you back to that moment, brother. I'm not sitting here writing stuff down.
It's not. Anyway, you don't even have to write nothing down. You can remember one thing.
That's why I said that.
But you, okay. But that. So do you see the irresponsibility and the potential slander with accusing me of something, and you can't even remember one thing that you accusing me of? Do that sound responsible?
I'm telling you, you could.
That sound responsible.
You could, you got into this break down these simple definitions, Cam.
Give me one definition. Like, give me one example of whatever you.
This is what I don't want to do, but what I like to do is I want to show you something, right? And it's about the minister.
Well, let's before we get to that, let's get to what you accuse me of.
Yeah. I thought you was running because you was playing these definitions, like simple definitions.
Give me one example.
Give me one example. I didn't write the shit down. I was in the moment.
That's very irresponsible.
Okay. Well, I'll take that L then. Can we move on?
No, I just give me one example because it meant that much to you. I want it to mean that much to me.
Bro.
Give me one example.
What were you asking him? Like, you were asking him to give you these simple, what's your definition of successful? What's your definition? It was too much. That's all.
Too much for you.
No, it wasn't too much for me. Anyway, can we move on though?
Yeah, we move up and we'll come back to that. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, all right. So I got a video. I'm gonna play it from my phone.
Oh, I can't. No, you can't play no video. Is it what is it of?
Farrakhan.
Oh, okay. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Is it talking any violence or any subjects of?
No, he's not talking no violence. Basically, I'll tell you what he's talking about. Black people that got kinky hair is a curse.
Okay, yeah, play that.
Okay, all right. That's all I want to do. I just wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, play that.
To stay in that area, so he took his family into the jungle of East Asia.
Let me start it over.
And put it up, if you don't mind. Put it closer to the.
To stay in that area, so he took his family.
Can you hear
into
it?
the jungle of East Asia,
push it closer.
Which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair. Because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different. Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow? That's why you're so busy frying it.
Absolutely.
That's why you're so busy pulling it. Because
it's
your
over.
nature tells you that the kink I mean, with
it's almost
I'm
over.
black and I'm proud. We got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair. They were dark-skinned people, jet black. But they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society. I want you to hear me well tonight. Yes, sir.
So,
why are we rejected?
So,
because
where did he say curse?
Beauty.
So it sound like to me like he's.
Where did he say cursed?
What?
Where did he say we was cursed?
Again, if I quote unquote, I'm not sitting up here quoting anybody, but it sounds like he's first of all, he's saying nappy hair is a curse.
You are lying. Where did he say that?
I just played the video, Cam.
He said it was a curse.
Yes.
That you just bold-faced lie right quick.
Man, ain't nobody lying, bro.
What is a curse?
See, that's what I'm saying.
You used the word. You said curse.
Words, like
he didn't never say the word curse.
Bad, something curse. You want me to define this?
Absolutely. If you're making a negative, evil accusation,
basically it's a curse. Well, I play his own words for a reason, right? So I don't get into the mud, and I'm not trying to get into the mud, Cam. For the record, I actually respect you. I like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to make that clear. But to me, it sounds like he's attacking black folks and trying to shame them just because you got nappy hair and thick lips. You heard what he said. He said that was a curse.
He did not say that was a curse. You are lying.
Okay, tell me what you took away then from it.
What word did he use? He just gave you the history. So did you go back into the actual context of that conversation of what he was talking about? Or you only, hold on, don't cut me off. Or did you only just listen to that clip? Did you hear that whole lecture?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Are you familiar with the teachings of the Nation of Islam on the tribe of Shabazz?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
And you're going to jump out here on public and say that he said that was a curse.
I played his own words.
He said a curse?
I played his own words.
Did he say a curse?
Yes.
You straight lie. I'm glad you on here. So this is the story for those that, you know.
It was 2 minutes.
I'm talking now because you're already lying. So you may as well stay there and listen to the actual story.
And
you're gonna say to the story. You don't know the teaching. You're gonna let me tell it or what?
Yeah, that's why I punched it.
Why
up.
you talking then while I'm talking? You already said your piece.
Well, don't try to paint me as a liar.
You are a liar.
Because I might have got one word wrong, and I'm not sitting up here trying to quote somebody, Cam. Come on, man, stop that.
What do you mean? You came up here publicly accusing somebody of evil, saying that we curse or we said you a curse. That one word is enough, ain't it?
Doing too much.
I'm doing too much.
I'm playing his words. You started defending it.
Did he say curse?
Man, do you want me to play the video again?
Do you want to be quiet and let me explain it?
I ain't got no problem with that. It's your platform, and I got respect for you. You know what I'm saying,
bro? You keep talking.
You ask me a question, bro. I'll be quiet.
So I asked you, did you watch the video? Did you watch the context? Do you know the teachings? Are you familiar with the tribe of Shabazz? You said no to all of that. All you did was got a little clip of something that you said he said was a curse, which is absolute fact. Our women ain't doing nothing but hating their own hair, their own face, their own skin tone.
So then we agree.
Stop. All right, bro, you out. So I'll finish without the interruption, right? I'm glad he brought that up, though. So that's about the science and the history of the tribe of Shabazz, the strongest tribe of all the tribes, the 12 tribes. Actually, this one is even considered the 13th tribe, the holy tribe, because it got lost. This one tribe called the tribe of Shabazz, which turned out to be the so-called African Negroid features that everybody despises and rejects, is because they were such an independent, righteously rebellious tribe of pioneers, meaning of innovators, that they wanted to make a stronger people. Shabazz, who was the chief 50,000 years ago, wanted to make us into a stronger, indestructible people that can conquer all of the hostile parts of our planet, that can conquer the hot sun in Africa and the wild animals and the climate and the foods and all of that. So we wouldn't be subject to the animals or to the climate or whatever. We would physically be able to master that part of our planet, the most wild, rough, hot part of our planet. So him being a God scientist, they offered him, the position to be in the circle of the top 12 of the 20 and 4 elders, but he declined that because he wanted to make this new man out of us as soon as possible. But the other majors in the God circle didn't agree with him. They didn't get back and agree with him in the time that he wanted them to. So he got tired of waiting, and he said, I'm going to take my family and myself, and we're going to go prove to you, to the other gods in the circle, that we can make this man and improve our people, our God circle, because this form right here is still constantly being improved on and created and grown and perfected. So he said, okay, I'm going to go do this myself and embark on this myself. He took him and his family into the jungles of East Asia, as they call it now, Africa, and implemented same way that Yaqub did with his family and his people, and put them through a genetic operation on the human being, on the genetics of our human being. These are scientists. These are God scientists of self. So he did that with his own family, and this is 50,000 years ago. But going out away from the circle of the gods who rewrite our history every 25,000 years in advance, he got lost. His people got lost 2 God cycles behind. So we started living, a jungle life. We wasn't wild animals and savages. We had conquered the jungle. We knew how to speak the language of those animals and those trees and those herbs and everything that was in the jungles. But we had lost the current knowledge, the up-to-date knowledge of the God cycle. So that rebellion scarred us with an ignorance. So then we start being in the jungle, putting rings around our neck and, what you call that, disfiguring ourselves. We started disfiguring ourselves. It wasn't that we was animals. We was righteous, but we started scarring ourselves. And our rebellion scarred us with an ugliness. The ugliness ain't necessarily kinky hair or wide nose. The ugliness is our being so far behind in the holy, wise, up-to-date God evolution knowledge and science that nobody wanted us. And they wasn't obligated to come get us because they ain't the ones sent us out there. They ain't the ones that sent Shabazz out there. So they wasn't obligated to come get him and bring him up to speed or bring his people up to speed. But he did fulfill what he set out to fulfill and made us the strongest people, most indestructible people in history of this planet. And that's why the devils saw our value and saw that we was indestructible and used us for slaves, because they saw that we was 2 God cycles, 50,000 years behind in the knowledge of prophecy, that we didn't know that there was this new man called the Adamic race that had been made. So they was easily can take this most indestructible people and use them as their tools and slaves to help take over the world and make them the richest, strongest people on the planet. So that is the story. You know what I'm saying? But you're a liar. You lied and said that he said it's a curse and kinky head is a curse and all that. No, that's the blessing. That's the indestructible people that we made ourselves into, especially this tribe of Shabazz. But our own people being ignorant and lost and dead to the knowledge of our history and ourself, we still want our straight hair back. We still want to look like the rest of our straight hair tribe. So we hate how we look. We cursed ourselves with our rebellion. We're suffering self-hatred.
There was something that was mentioned in Volume 2 of the Supreme Wisdom about some of the physical attributes of the Negro, of the black man. Kinky hair, for example. And there was some cite made as to a scientist who had withdrawn himself from his people. Would you explain
Yes,
that?
that happened 50,000 years ago, according to the teachings of anathema, which I was with him for 3 years, night and day. I didn't do anything, and he didn't allow me to do anything. He taught me for 3 years, night and day, 7 days a week. I mean, I was confined. I was jailed almost. I had no chance to do anything but just to listen to him.
And learn.
And so, that's right. And he would carry me out of the city sometimes in his little Chevrolet coupe. And we would sit out there sometime 2 or 3 hours at night, and he would talk to me about the stars and planets and how long this was making and whatnot. And so this scientist, 50,000 years ago, as they are today, they always meet together and discuss, major things that is going to take place. And each one, passes his own judgment, or we say vote on whether or not it should be done. So this man, he wanted to, his name was Shabazz. He wanted to make a people different from what we had at that time, and he wanted people that could live in the jungles of East Asia and be able to withstand the hot sun and the wild beasts, anything. He wanted to make a tough man. That don't mean now we was not black now. We was black right on. But we was more delicate, and tender than the man that he produced. So he says to the 11 scientists, if you agree with me, he says, we can produce the people to conquer the jungles of East Asia, as they call it Africa today. And he said we could conquer this part of our planet with this type of people. So he gave them the description and the method how to go about it. And he went and waited on answers, and they never would agree with him. And finally, he said he will not agree with the other 11. He would take his family himself and go and live there and prove to them that he could produce a people that would conquer the jungles of East Asia. And that's where it come in.
Was this the origin, then, of the tribe of Shabazz?
Yes, sir. That's the origin of it.